Hi everybody, welcome to Samadhi. We said we'd be back on today and it took a little while longer, but here we are with now for sure the daily word, which we haven't done in a long time.
Yes, we're excited to be back, and well, let's get started. So before we begin, we desire to connect with each other in that place of the breath, in that place of awareness. So let's just take a deep cleansing, centering, purifying breath of awareness, of consciousness. Let's exhale. Let's let everything go. Let's just breathe in the peace, the harmony, the presence of this moment. Feel it. Now just take a moment to be still and silent. And feel it. And just be. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Now as you breathe in, feel the breath moving through the body. Feel the pores, just feeling the oxygen, the energy, the prana, the awareness of spirit, the presence. Feel the aliveness of you. Exhale. Now breathe in. And all of us together as one, in awareness, in presence, unified field of consciousness, ready to receive. Thank you. Just take a minute to be still, to be peace, to feel that peace. And just sit back and feel it. Really savor it. Like you're saving something that you're savoring something that you're eating. The slower you eat it, the more you can enjoy it. Just feel it. Good. Now, we're ready to begin. Ready, Ellie? So, we're going to look up the word as we do it on the spot. We don't prepare.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it. I haven't even gone to it yet.
Well, I can't wait.
So we're going to look up the daily word for today. We're so excited because when we do this, we just like to, see it in the moment that we see it, and just follow our hearts, because that's what it's about. It's not about, being rigid and very, very mechanized. It's about being fluid. It's about allowing the presence to reveal itself in the mundane, which is really the profound. So the daily word for today is, it's taking a minute. The word for today is comfort. Comfort.
Oh, nice.
It's for Sunday, July 8, 2018. In extending comfort to others, I find peace. The 23rd Psalm affirms comfort through the darkest valley. At times it may seem that only by finding myself in a dark valley am I able to appreciate the spiritual substance by which I am surrounded. Faith reminds me that comfort is a quality of spirit, not dependent on conditions or circumstances in my life. I'm going to repeat that. Should I say it now or after?
Let's just repeat it and then...
About faith. Okay.
Peace.
Stay tuned because I'm going to share something on faith. Faith reminds me that comfort is a quality of spirit, not dependent on conditions or circumstances in my life. This awareness aids me in being a channel of comfort and serenity for others as well. I do so by replacing drama and instant judgment with an energy of peace and love. At every opportunity, even through any seeming valleys, I find time to be still and know. Nothing can disturb the calm that I feel and the serenity that I share with others. This is in Psalms 23:6. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord my whole life long. And in the Message, Psalms 23:6. Okay, Psalms. Okay. Psalms 3:6. Whoops. Here we go. Psalms 23:6. Your beauty and love chase after me every day of my life. I'm back home in the house of God for the rest of my life. Beautiful. And where is this house of God? It's within us. It's within you. You're always there. So one thing I desire to share, because this was beautiful, this was perfect for you know, the resistance and the challenges that come, that really, it just gives more evidence of the power of spirit. It gives more evidence of the quality of spirit. It says, faith reminds me that comfort is a quality of spirit, not dependent on conditions or circumstances in my life. And one thing that a lot of people ask me, what is faith to me? Hi Carlos, hi Jessica, blessings to you. Thank you for joining us. We are also hi to our Instagram live audience, our Facebook live audience, and our YouTube. So blessings to you all. Faith, in my experience and my humble definition, is, we can talk about faith in a belief perspective, like once you believe something, you see the evidence of it. But that's a duality concept of faith. The pure definition of faith to me is, how do we know when one truly has faith? Is when one is not dependent or contingent on the external to be a certain way. And that is what we call surrender. My definition of faith is, how much are you willing to surrender? How much are you willing to let go? Because my mom's favorite definition, which she is here live with us, is what, Mom?
Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Faith is a substance of things hoped for, meaning you have a direction, but the evidence of things not seen. You're not basing your evidence on where your faith is. No, you're standing in your faith, and your evidence will manifest. But you must surrender. The ego wants to hold on to things to say that this is the way it's got to be. But this is where in the Bible it says that we must die to be born again. You must die to everything that you think you are. You must die to everything that you think you have to have. Because it's that very holding on to things that is keeping you uncomfortable. Listen to the word for today, is comfort. How are we able to be comfort? How are we able to experience comfort? We must willing to be uncomfortable to find the true comfort. And what do I mean by this? We must be willing to be uncomfortable, meaning question what you think is comfort so you can truly find the comfort within you. And this is where it says, at times it may seem that only by finding myself in a dark valley am I able to appreciate the spiritual substance by which I am surrounded. Meaning it's always there. But the thing about it is, you got to let go of being comfortable so you can be in the valley and experience comfort. Because comfort is not contingent or not dependent upon whether things are comfortable in your exterior. No. Comfort is the truth of the peace within you, then no matter where you're at, you can be peace. You can bring peace. You can emanate peace. And we said this yesterday. A lot of people want world peace, but they're not willing to do and be responsible for their inner peace. Imagine if everyone took the responsibility to find their inner peace. Imagine how much more peace they would manifest, they would emit, they would project, and more peace would become more real and evident all around us. Thank you for the like. More peace would become more evident all around us, because it is not a job that we must go and get and find, because even the Daily Word says, in extending comfort to others, I find peace. Even that I don't agree with. It's when you find the peace within yourself, it will be automatic. It won't be a chore. It won't be a job to bring comfort to others. See, bringing comfort to others in order to find peace, that's the ego. Oh, if I make someone feel comfortable, I'm going to find more peace. That's the play of the brain. But if I find my peace, if I realize my peace, if I uncover my peace that's always been there, which is the peace of spirit, that presence of spirit, then I will more on a day-by-day, moment-to-moment basis project and reflect peace and true peace. Because doing something for others to find peace it's like I'm doing this so I can have something back. On the contrary, it's I am peace, and there is no requirement, there is nothing that I'm dependent upon for my peace. There is a power in that. There is a gift that we give ourselves in that. Then when we find our peace, we're not dependent on someone else to give us peace. On the contrary, we'll selflessly give and project peace. So, I agree with that, but not wholeheartedly. But I mean, I get what they're saying. So, remember that coming from personal experience, it's the most uncomfortable situations where I found my greatest comfort. Because I realized that the power was within, the presence was within. That nothing had to change out here. The only thing that had to change or transform was my view, my perspective on what I thought was uncomfortable. But which really was comfortable. Because it brought more awareness to me. Allie?
And after that, whoa, that's a big speech to follow. I like what you said.
You don't even have to talk. She emanates it. This is the one thing that I learned from her is I used to study, and that's the thing. That's the concept of giving something for something back. And Allie has taught me since I've met her is she's always like this peaceful, compassionate person because it's inside of her. It's not something she's looking for. And before I met her, I was looking for it. And what I realized, it's always been there. It's just I had the key as well as all you do. Every single one of you watching this have the key. But you've been taught you got to go look for it. Which all you got to do is let go of looking, surrender, and it will be brought up to the forefront of your consciousness, of your awareness it's always been there. And that's where Jesus, our master teacher, said, the kingdom of heaven is within. It's not out there. So apologize. Because you emanate peace. You don't even got to say it. You just emanate it, which is the greatest teacher.
Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
Well, that's the thing. See, Michael did a great job. He manifested someone that could bring that out of him. He didn't manifest someone who would add to his anger. He didn't manifest someone who would judge him.
I'm starting to realize that now, yeah. Jessica.
Yay!
Yay!
See, that's
the gold.
My turn.
Okay, your turn. I'm going to stay quiet.
That is why. After that conversation we had the other day, Jessica, this is why we do what we do. Because we know that everybody...
Yes. Beautiful.
Let me see what does it say. I don't have to look. Yes, exactly.
Read it.
Our friend Jessica says, I don't have to look. It's been with me. And yes. That's the thing. Michael has always had this within himself. But he wasn't able to see it because he was blinded by the thought or the walls that actually kept him prisoner of self-doubt, and I have to find it out there somewhere. So when he manifests, did his work, and he manifests someone like me, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm very thankful because it wasn't easy for all of you out there. Jessica, please. It was not, and it has not been easy for me to not just work with him first in the beginning, but then to establish a relationship, because then a lot of factors, a lot of other things go into it. And if I didn't have the patience, it's not just having the patience and sitting there and going, okay, when Michael gets the point, when Michael isn't distracted, or when Michael's able to talk to me, it's while I'm waiting, what is my attitude?
Yes.
Am I over here judging and angry? Or am I just waiting, knowing that when he sees that greatness within himself, all this is going to unfold? And that's how Samadhi came to be. We created it, we call it our baby. We have so many different projects that we're working on. So comfort. When Michael speaks about comfort, he doesn't like to be uncomfortable, let me tell you that. If it's too hot, if it's too cold, if I'm hungry, if I'm, that physical type of comfort. But when you're comfortable in here with yourself, with who you are, when you're comfortable knowing that you are guided by the greatest power, which is God yourself,
yes.
following your heart, then
Diana Thomas says, "Yay."
Then you don't need. You didn't know when to read them, sweetheart. Remember yesterday?
We're still training on that.
Yes, I was.
This is all new to me about the live.
Yeah, it's because yesterday when we did a live, and Jessica, go back and look at that one, and it's also on YouTube beautiful. Now. Okay, yes. We did about an hour. We were actually
well worth the watch.
We were actually going to do a video only based on our anniversary and saying thank you and hi to everybody. It turned out to be an hour, and I'm over here on my phone looking at the comments, and every so often I interject a comment from viewers. But there's a certain place to interject it so the other person can talk. So anyway, comfort. Just be comfortable in your own skin, knowing that you're doing the best that you can with what you have at the moment. Do not beat yourself up because you didn't know this before. Do not be hard on the other person who's in your life because they don't know. It comes to you when you're ready. And any of you out there that are ready, sign up for the classes, watch our videos, our older videos. Yes. And start seeing the library of videos that we have, and sign up for the classes, and you'll have a lot of fun.
Definitely, Jessica. Send me the link to the channel when we're done.
Yes.
Definitely, we will do.
Oh, you're gonna have a lot of fun with that.
The one thing that I like to share about our classes, or the classes, because they're not ours. They're for anyone who desires to learn from experienced, confused individuals. That are awakening, because we're working along with it just like all of you are. We want to share with our students, the alumni, that every one of you are masters. Every one of you are meditating, are putting your energy forth to the life that you live. Now, before I used to meditate on confusion, before I used to meditate on judgment, on fear, even though I didn't act like I was fearful. I'm telling you, from an ex-gang member, I was fearful. I was fearful about what everybody else thought of me. I was fearful of what anybody, would disrespect me, that thought I was less. So there was fear, but it wasn't the fear that people thought was fear. So a lot of people are portraying this persona of, oh, I'm strong, I'm tough, but really it's this scream of, look at me, I need attention. Can you please give me the time? Can you please give me love? Even those that do the harm are looking for love, are looking for attention. And you're looking at someone who did that. I harmed a lot of people. I did a lot of harm to myself because I was looking for love. I was looking for acceptance. I was looking for acknowledgement. I was looking for respect. So my point to this is that our classes, the classes, are designed to help individuals, to help themselves to realize that the only person they needed help from was themselves. Everyone was just a complement to that. But the one that needed to be in the corner of you is you. And is always you. What are you meditating on? What fears, what doubts, what judgments are you meditating on? What illusions are you meditating on? Are you meditating on your authenticity? Or are you meditating on what everybody else is saying? Are you meditating on what you're saying? Because there's comfortable in that. And trust me, I'm saying from personal experience, that I was comfortable being miserable. So the word comfortable is not just one-sided, it's two-sided. And people that live through this will know that you can be so comfortable being uncomfortable that you fight the very uncomfortableness that's going to bring you true, authentic comfort.
And that was a tongue twister. Listen to that one again when you hear the
Rewind that.
Yeah,
and play that again and again and again.
That is so true.
Because that is the trap of the brain. If you don't know yourself, you can't free yourself.
I want to say something. Can I say something?
Definitely.
Because see, this is a daily word, but we start getting into that passion just overflows. But that tongue twister, that way that Michael just explained it, it's so true. This body only knows how to be uncomfortable, either in anger or sadness or depression. So whenever there's a shift and the brain, the body, the heart desires a new start, a better life, a more fulfilling, I don't want to say just happy, but joyful, really authentic life, like we say. When we want that, the body just remembers the suffering. The body remembers, you're comfortable here being uncomfortable. Where do you think you're going to get the idea that you could ever change or transform? Please do not believe that. If Michael and I have been able to transform from an extreme form of anger, an extreme form of sensitivity and sadness and a whole bunch of stuff, if we could do it, we know that you guys can do it. So don't give up.
And for the record, I didn't even want to do it. You're looking at someone. I said this yesterday, so I'll repeat it a little bit again today. I unconsciously wanted to transform. I desired to know myself. We all do. All of us as humanity strive to get to know ourselves, to love ourselves, to align with ourselves so we can align and be better versions of ourselves in the world. More authentic. There's no better or lesser. But my point is this. I desired the assistance to learn, to know myself. But consciously, I would lie to myself. I would say I don't deserve it. I was suicidal. I didn't want the help. People that would come in and talk to me about different, beliefs and different experiences that want to help me, this is what I would say. And almost the exact word I would say, look. I respect what you're saying, and that's what you believe, but I know where I'm going, and I know what I'm doing. Don't waste your time with me. Go talk to someone over there that's going to listen to you, that's going to value what you got to say. With all due respect, please don't waste your time on me, because there's other people that will value what you got to say. And I would just go on with my life. So I didn't want the help consciously. Unconsciously, life had to hit me so hard so that unconscious mind, that unconscious me, could go to the forefront and say, wake up. So don't wait till it gets to that level to take the steps, the responsible actions for yourself. Because life will keep going. Life will keep hitting you, but it's not hitting you to beat you up. It's hitting you it's like waking you up. Like say you're sleeping, and somebody's trying to wake you up, but you're a heavy sleeper. So what do you do when you're a heavy sleeper? Wake up. Hey, wake up. I'm not doing it to hurt her. I'm doing it because she's really out. So that's what life is doing to us. Excuse me. That's what life is doing to us. It's not doing it to beat us up. It's like, okay, I whispered to you, you're not waking up. I'm going to get a little bit louder. Hey, wake up. That's not working. Hey, wake up. Excuse me, I'm not going to scream. Hey, wake up. That's not working. Hey, wake up. There's people who won't even wake up to there. You got to throw a bucket of water on them. So it's at the level that you're willing to wake up, life is going to stop screaming to you. So, because life is here for you. Life is working with you. And it's just like a relationship. You got to work to that relationship from the inside out. You can't work on a relationship from the outside in. Everybody else wants to teach that. You can't work on a relationship from the outside in. It's going to seem like it works, but then you're going to go back to your old patterns, both of you. So just like life, just like relationships, you got to work from the inside out. And that's what we do. And that's what we offer. And that's what we teach. But really, we don't teach. We just remind and are the mirrors to reflect that truth so it can awaken you. We're here to help you awaken. We are here to help you remember that you are your greatest guru. You are your greatest master, your teacher. And the Spirit wants you to realize that. So, I'm going to read the comments on Facebook first and then Instagram. On Facebook, it says, Diana Thomas says, yeah. Ana María Espinosa Cepeda says, saludos Michael y Alex, bendiciones. Rosie Gonzalez says, really needed to hear this. Thank you. Blessings to you both. Diana Thomas says, I got that. Again, I understood. Awesome.
Yes.
That's what makes this worth it. And on Instagram, Bubbles Carlos say hi. I'm going to wave back to them. Greetings to you both. Oh, it says if we want to go live. Let us know if you want to go live with us. We are willing to go live with anyone and everyone because we are open to bring more unfoldment through other people because we're all teachers. So we want to connect with other experienced people that are on their path, and let's share each other's path so we can bring unity and not just talk about it. We want to bring unity. So Jessica waves, Carlos waved, Bubbles, I'm starting, oh Jessica, Bubbles 928, I'm starting to realize that now, I already read that, I don't have to look, it's been with me, yes. Send me the link to your channel later when you can. I sound like a broken record.
Okay.
Definitely, Jessica. Oh my gosh, that's true. Exactly. I heard that. I heard those words from him before. Oh, from me. Thank you, Jessica. Bubbles, Hard Face, Jackie, Instagram joined.
Oh, that's
Hi, Jackie.
Oh,
Blessings to
there
you.
you go.
Bubbles, so would you guys recommend the videos if someone can't afford your classes? Definitely. The videos are a start, but I'm going to say it live here because we don't want the price to stop you guys. We have a way to help you. Help us help you.
Private messages and find out exactly how we can work that out.
Say it?
No.
Okay, I listened because she knows.
What you're asking,
I don't
Jessica?
remember.
Let me
Diana
guess.
says, I don't remember it now, but when you said it, I did.
Yes, good. That's why we're called reminders.
Yes.
What you do, Jessica, is really just trust your heart, just like you called us the other day. And if someone cannot afford the classes to begin with, go ahead and watch the videos. They are going to help you, but they're not going to help as much as a tailor-made class for
Yes.
you, or as when you're in group with somebody else and we learn from each other. Like Michael says, we're the teachers, but you are also our teachers.
Yes.
When we prepare to teach you or remind you,
Yes.
we're actually learning ourselves. We go through a lot behind the scenes to bring the material that Michael brings.
Exactly.
So do not hesitate in watching the videos, but your own heart will tell you, you know what, I'm going to set money aside, and instead of investing in things that you would buy, that you could say, I'm going to sacrifice that or put it aside, then you can go ahead and invest in the classes. But I will give
Yes.
you in private the breakdown
trust-
of the different programs we have so that you can afford it. The other thing that we're working with too, Jessica, and maybe you can help if you want to spread the word, is we've been working with people who want to be sponsors or to donate, so that when we have people who cannot afford it, we have a place to go to provide those funds. Kind of like a little scholarship for you in a nutshell. But we
Yes.
are a work in progress. We are building this ship as we go along. So bear with us. We are not perfect. We're learning by trial and error,
Yes.
at our own expense
And
as well.
I'm getting dizzy because I gotta
Well, that's
look
why
at
you
all
read
of them.
that one, I'll read this one.
Okay. The one thing that I desire to share on what Ali was talking about is that when you, because one thing I've learned in this life is if you're not willing to sacrifice, which is really dedicate, if you're not,
Invest.
because when you have, let's just say negative thoughts, which I don't like to say negative, but destructive, disharmonious thoughts, you gotta sacrifice what's making you comfortable there so you can find the harmonious, the balanced, and the loving thoughts and feelings and experiences in life. So it's just like micro, macro, as above, so below. So just like in life, whatever you're investing in, if it's not bringing you what you desire, transform that investment and invest in yourself. Because when you invest in yourself, you do something to the brain that it is not used to. And that's why we, and I'm going to be honest, that's why we don't give it for free. Because we've given it for free for so long that a lot of people take it for granted because there is no
Investment.
there is no effort. There is no,
The commitment is in a spirit.
there's no commitment, truly commitment to, you know what, I value these classes. Well, really, if you value it, how much are you willing to give up? How much are you willing to transform from what you already give so you can experience what a university isn't going to give you? No disrespect to universities, but what $80,000 curriculum isn't going to give you. Because you can learn, and there's no, I mean, everything has their place. If you're learning about architecture, if you're learning about, you know, engineering, these different things. Of course, you got to study those things. But you are the center of those things. So if you don't invest in yourself, you're always going to stay confused about yourself.
Okay, give me 1 second. I want to read Jessica's last message. She says, I've been talking to my husband to get him on board with me and introduce him to your videos. So
Yes.
Jessica, let me say something that Michael was just addressing about what we invest in and what we put aside for, etc. There's something I'm going to tell anyone watching, not just Jessica. When you start taking these classes, let me tell you, the easiest part is paying for them. Because the most challenging is when you need to face yourself.
Yeah.
The most challenging is to keep up with the classes and to really commit to a transformation that isn't just, it doesn't happen overnight, because see, you got to where you are, not overnight. So no expectations that it happens overnight. Sometimes
Yes.
you will have instant downloads or realizations, but what I'm saying is, in the long run, you're going to realize, oh, paying for the classes is the easy part. It's actually staying committed and being able to face yourself and not want to run. So,
But see, here's the thing. And notice we've lost a lot of viewers. No disrespect, no judgment. But when we talk about being committed and facing the dark or facing the resistant part of you, a lot of people run. A lot of people run. You don't know how many people we wish that we can say, you know what, come on, if you only seen the outcome of doing this, if you can only see where you'd be.
oh, stop. I'm
6 months or a year from now.
Watch. I'm going to address this to Jessica. Jessica, you know what? Now that I've got you there, I really desire, this is for you. It's not a coincidence. You just said in an earlier one that you've heard him say those words before. Other words he said earlier. That you've seen who and how he was before. So anyone, and Mireya said it yesterday, I know Michael from before. Not a lot of our new students do know that. Not a lot of our new students know what Michael came out of. They just hear the testimony, oh, yeah, that's great. But to be able to transform from the kind of person he was, anger-driven, crime, drugs, etc., 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 for him to be able to get to this place in his life and have true, authentic transformation, then you know this works. He is a walking billboard for what meditation can do in your life. So the investment that he made isn't just overnight. He has been investing a lot of time, sacrificed a lot in his life to be able to do this and now to bring it to others.
Exactly.
So if he could do it, Jessica, then
thank you,
know.
Jessica. Huge difference. Thank you. I appreciate that. And the thing about it is, and this is no judgment, it's not to say one is better than the other. It's just, what do you desire in life? Because the one thing that, I remember when I was working in California, because that's when I really started dedicating myself, I would get invited to a lot of parties, a lot of get-togethers, you know, all these different things. And the one thing that I said, I've done all that. Where does that got me? Like, I've partied. And no disrespect, if you party, I mean, you can balance it. And there is a way to balance it. And not to get overwhelmed by it. But I didn't know this. So, when I was in that experience, I was like, man, I want to go party. I want to, you know, meet other people. But I said, wait a minute, I've done that before. And the same thing happens again and again and again. So I said, I want, and there's a saying that I've heard a long time ago. It says, stop fighting the energy of the old and put your energy into the new. Where do you want to put your energy is what I want to ask you guys. Where do you want to put your energy? Do you want to put your energy in what you've already been committed to? What you've already been doing again and again and again? Because the definition for insanity is doing the same thing again and 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 again, expecting different results. Now, if you're expecting different results, then transform your approach and your actions and your attention to what you're giving now. But if you're happy where you are now, then keep doing what you're doing. That's what I've realized. And the thing about it is, I've invested so much money, and Mom is here witnessed, and she's assisted me, and I've worked so many hours. I've invested thousands and thousands of dollars, literally. And my mom is here evident that into spiritual schools. But until recently, I discovered it was all within me. So all that money that I invested was for a purpose because it brought me to all this. But, however, the thing that I desire to get across here is what you guys are going to invest in in such a short amount of time, you guys are going to discover that when you open the key from within yourself, you'll no longer need us. You'll discover that you, like that always been with you, when you uncover and you remove that veil and you open that key, it's like you're going to come to us and you say, Alice, Michael, like I appreciate all the classes that you've given us, like given me, they're so amazing, I've gotten so much out of it. Either now I want to teach and I want to do this with you guys, or I've discovered my passion, I've discovered what I've been looking for. Thanks to you guys, I'm good. And every now and then we're gonna call, we're gonna be friends and all that, but you're gonna be good, you're gonna be independent, you're gonna be free, you're gonna be like you, the you that you've been looking for. So I can keep going and going and going,
yes,
but that's the greatest comfort. The greatest comfort is when you realize that you have always been with you, and you awaken that you that's always going to be there with you until this body and even beyond goes. Which I don't want to say too much about that because that's another class.
And don't apologize, because that's the one thing I fell in love with, is the passion that he has for this. And when we just merge, it's just...
And really remember, it's not really me talking, because I couldn't do this. If you listen to the video yesterday, you'll notice a lot of discrepancies, and I'm sure, Jessica, you've realized those, that I'm slow, I forget things, like...
yeah, she just said, let me read the messages. She says, huge difference. I saw from the beginning when he started meditating to now, and I love the improved Michael.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
Much improved.
Thank you, Jessica. But I want everybody to realize this. The Michael that you're looking at is still slow, still forgets, gets nervous, gets fearful, falls on his face. But the Michael that I know gets up. The Michael that I know is not limited by the concepts, by the beliefs, by the egoic constructs of what the ego tells me. Because Michael knows that I'm not the ego. Michael knows that there's a spirit within me that the ego serves. And that's every single one of you. You're not limited by who you think you are. You're not limited by what you think you are, by what you've been told you are. Because if I believed that, I wouldn't get up. I would be in a depressive state. Because, and I'm just going to say this for the record, for those that are going to be, in the future, we're going to have a testimonial video, but I just want to give you guys a little bit of insight. I've been in nine car accidents. I've been hit, literally walking and on a bike 4 times. I've had near-death experiences, like several. I had overdoses, cardiac arrests.
Beatings.
I was born slow. I got beat almost every day of my life when I was a youngster.
And not to mention all the drug use.
Yeah. So you're looking at someone who literally has every excuse in the book to say, oh, well, I'm slow. I can't do this. There's no point. But when I realized, wait a minute, I'm giving the best that I can in the moment that I can, with everything that I can, you can too. And when you do that, you unlock a key inside you that the intelligence is not me, the wisdom is not me. Okay? It's the seed that's growing, but the wisdom, even to this day, the medical industry, the scientific industry, cannot explain what happens underground, cannot explain what gives the power to this seed that it seems so insignificant, but yet grows this huge, mighty oak tree. Because it's the intelligence within, it's the wisdom within that awakens, and that seed is nothing without that wisdom. That seed is nothing without that intelligence. So realize, it is not me, what you're witnessing. It is the wisdom and the intelligence that is within me, that is just mirroring what is within you, that awakens us.
Very well
So
said.
I think that's it, because now we're going to keep going.
See, this was supposed to be on the daily word. But he did mention that yesterday on the video, so I recommend anyone watching now, if they want to go watch yesterday's video, do not let the length of the video fool you. It's about an hour. Do not let that length fool you.
Another hour?
It
40
is great.
minutes.
Oh,
Oh my
sure,
gosh, we
it's
only
a-
planned on 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, see, and you know why this was important? Jessica, thank you, because you joined yesterday. The same thing happened. We
Yes,
had someone join us and started interacting, and so then we pick up on that energy. So we did that again today. This time it was you. And one thing I want to say that really helps a lot.
She's going to go to work. Before she goes to work, let me just say this.
Bye.
Jessica, if you guys want to join us, let us know ahead of time. And when we do the lives, let us know your schedule. We have our own schedule. So let us know your schedule, whoever wants to join us live. And we want this unfoldment to keep going. We want to learn from you and you learn from us. We want to help more people help themselves. So please, let us know.
Yes.
We'll go live.
So thank you. Thank you, Jessica, for joining. And you'll
Have a good day at work.
You'll probably come back and hear this later because I want to keep going. Okay, thanks, Jessica. Let us know.
We love you.
Bye.
Blessings.
And
Mom says hi.
Blessings.
Oh, she says blessings.
Okay, so as I was saying...
Oh, she says she works nights.
Yeah. So as I was saying... yeah, she's a 9 whatever dispatcher. But anyway, what we learned...
Thank you.
Yesterday... Yes, thank you. What we learned yesterday from interacting with Mireya and Carol and
Joy.
so many others that were giving us their little messages is that we do this because if we were able to transform and get out of that comfort, because we're doing the daily word and the word is comfort, in case we forgot what we're here for, the word is comfort. And I know Michael sometimes, like he said right now, he says it's not me and how I've been able to do this, but a lot of it has to do with, you're okay, sweetheart. A lot of it has to do...
You come in, Gabriel.
You can come in, Gabriel. Has to do with unconditional love. When you have unconditional love, this is what unconditional love does.
Yes.
I was able to love this man like nobody else has ever taken the time to stop and really see through all of those walls. And when he was able to hold on to that and say, wow, somebody actually is really going to see the monster in me and still stick around, that takes a lot of effort.
That's another good key, because I wasn't willing to work on myself. I would learn about it, I would memorize it, I would study it.
And help others.
And help others. But until I met Alice and I fell in love with Alice, I said, you know what? I'm not going to let this go away because of the insecurities, the fears, the doubts, the anger. Because anger was a monster that I created inside me. And see, that's what we can create. We can create these illusions of what we think we are, like I said earlier, because I literally seen and felt it in the mirror. So we are so powerful that the thing that we're given, it can either be used as a blessing or a curse. But see, we're not taught. We've been given a great power, but we haven't been taught how to use it. And that's why we want to serve humanity, because we want to teach you how to use it.
Just share our story. So I didn't run. Why didn't I run? Well, why did I run? Because he manifested. He worked so much on desiring, like he said, not consciously, but inside of him, he wanted to be loved.
And another thing I want to say, because there's a lot of people who judge us based on what they see we have. Okay, you guys are feeling this gold. You guys are feeling this value that we're giving. Because we want to tell you this: don't judge a book by its cover. You know, we don't have thousands, we don't have millions, but we do have billions and zillions to offer from within us. We've literally won the lottery. And I don't like to say that. Let me rephrase that. We've literally revealed and uncovered the lottery that was always inside of us. And now we want to share it with you. You have the winning numbers. Okay, you've been waiting for those winning numbers all your life. But if you're looking for them out there, you're never going to see them. You're going to see little whispers of them, but you're never going to realize that you are them. So don't judge a book by its cover. You know, and you know, like Ali said, if you're willing to invest and donate for this cause to help us help more people, we are open and willing to accept your love. And the more you love, like really dedicated, really dedicated, transparent servants, the more we have. Because listen to this: the little that we have, we give. The little that we have, we serve. Now imagine if we have more. We're going to serve more. We're going to give more. So help us help more people. And that's what the video was, we said a little bit yesterday, because this is what I desire to share with you guys. We don't have a lot to give in the world, but we have a lot to give within.
Yes. Thank
you for allowing us to give to you, because we want to awaken you. We want to be the mirrors of you that's always been there. So
praise God. So comfort.
What was comfort again? Oh shoot.
The daily word is comfort. So.
And you know what? Spirit just touched me with something that I want to share with all of you guys.
Oh boy.
We all have something to give, even if you don't have thousands, even if you don't have millions. Your smile is valuable. Your actions are valuable. What you live is valuable. The example that you're giving is valuable. Because money isn't the only value. Money is just a representation of other values. Yes. The greatest value is who you are. The greatest value for you right now is who you believe you are.
And just like Mireya shared yesterday, and she brought value to our video, to our lives, same thing, Jessica, you just brought a lot of value in being able to confirm firsthand the difference, the huge difference in Michael. So thank you for sharing that. That means a lot to us. We value that a whole lot. So thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
So
Are we going to do Spanish?
So is comfort? No, I don't think I'm going to.
We got to do
comfort,
Spanish.
oh no. If you speak Spanish,
it's only fair.
we're only going to do 5 minutes in Spanish.
You know what? How about we do another daily word for the Spanish?
No. How about if we just right now start speaking Spanish? Just tell them it's Spanish.
We're going to go live for the Spanish speakers. And we're going to try to make it short, but we can't promise anything.
We can't.
And really, we're not here to promise anything. You know why? Because when Spirit calls, we deliver.
We just go from Spirit. Bye, everybody. Ciao, ciao.
So,
blessings.
meditate, reflect on what we just talked about today. Because it's not just about information. See, that's the difference. It's not about information. If you're just looking for information, go elsewhere. If you're looking to transform your life and live the life that you truly desire, then inner work is required. Mm-hmm. Meditate, reflect, discern, question everything, even what you heard today. Question it. Because in questioning it, you allow yourself to go deeper. Because if you just listen, you'll just remain in this. If you question, you'll go deeper.
And my favorite part, live it. Live it. Stop just reading about it, thinking about it, dreaming about it.
Practice
just live it. Practice it. Get out here and practice it with your loved ones. Start from in out. So start loving yourself. Love the one right next to you, and the one after that, and the one, your family, your extended family. Those of you that are married or you have a significant other, start with you, them, and then.
And when you listen to this, write topics that you guys want to talk about. We don't have to do just a daily word. We want to make this spontaneous. So if you have topics that you want to talk about, if you're going through certain things that you think you're stuck, the classes are the most immediate, effective thing. I don't want to put that to the side. But for those that can't afford it, we want to inspire you to gain the confidence within you so you can go and talk about it and bring more people so you can help yourself and help us, help you, help others.
And once I start to learn how to use Instagram on my own, because I need his help, I do need his help. He had said, Allie, you need to start making videos for women and help empower
Michael.
women.
Put it into action, Michael.
And then I'm like, well, will you help me? Because I don't, but I'm going to learn how to use this. You know what? Jessica, maybe you and I can start something for a lot of women who are out there suffering from self-sabotage. So, hey, anybody wants to join me, private message me and tell me, Alice will help you learn how to use Instagram, or I could do Facebook. I don't know which one. But we have a lot to give.
We're still learning this Instagram, Facebook.
And YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. 3 cameras. Bye, everybody.
And we'll share this on other platforms. So if you're watching this, if you're watching this on another platform, thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Because in conclusion, nobody can do it on their own. We're not here to do it on our own. Even in this spiritual community, we talk about that, all is one and we are that one. Yes, we are the one. But collectively, when we come together, we will more emanate the oneness outside of us. So we cannot do it alone. Let's help each other, help the world, remember who we are.
And even in trying to say ciao and bye and everything, we get another class and another class. Yeah. So ciao.
And see, that's the beauty of discovering that it's all within you. Because the more you talk, the more it comes out, the more it reveals, the more Spirit gives. Because here's the thing.
There you go.
The more you give, the more you get. So the more you give to yourself, the more you'll get, so you can give more.
Yes.
The more you give to others, like help us, the more you'll give back to yourself, because Spirit will bless you.
It's all the win-win.
Because what Ali was saying earlier, that when we do classes with students, we learn. Mm-hmm. Because Spirit reveals to us, wait a minute, you need to learn this, you need to remember this. So the more we help you, the more we help ourselves. That's why we're able to do this, because of you. And you know what? Shout outs and love and blessings to our students, the ones that are so dedicated to themselves. Blessings, blessings, blessings.
Dave Parrish with.
Dave Parrish. Mm-hmm. Carmen Salcido. Salcido.
Autumn.
Autumn. Well, can we say her name?
Yeah.
Autumn.
Oh my gosh, we have the new ones.
We don't know if we can say their names.
Rosario. We don't have to say the last name.
Okay, we can't say their
There's
names.
a handful.
There's a handful of people we haven't got permission for.
The reason why we mentioned like Dave and Carmen, all of you are very, very important.
Oh, and another thing that I was given permission to is thank you for your wonderful connection, Amanda Gale and Maite.
Oh, okay.
You guys are wonderful, amazing humans here in the
Yay.
community locally, doing great things.
They said
and
we could say yes?
Yeah, they said we could say yes.
When?
Oh no,
message?
Maite said. I don't know.
Ooh, shoot. Amanda. I'm
Oops.
sure Amanda's
I apologize, Amanda, but I hope it's okay with you.
Well, it's okay now.
But it slipped. But they are wonderful human beings, spiritual beings, awakening more, helping more in this community, and we are so looking forward to aligning with them and bringing more greatness to this community. So thank you, everyone.
Ciao.
Blessings to you all.
Ciao.
And you are your guru. You hold the key to your unfoldment of the transformation that you've been waiting for. We are just here as mirrors. Thank you, everyone. Blessings.
Ciao.
And share.
Ciao, ciao.
Subscribe to the video, to the channel, and sign up for the classes. Blessings to you all.
Ciao. Who's gonna push the
Now
buttons?
we gotta stop like 3 different
Who's gonna
things.
push the buttons?
1.